I'm very happy with my lap. I don't think we thought that we could manage to fight with them this weekend, so already very happy. Even if it will have been P3, I will have been happy anyway.
It's a bit disappointing because we were in a really good flow, and I think we were all very confident with that final set that we would nail it, but yeah, we were held back, of course, with the red flag.
I think the last lap I was already by turn 6, 7, I was 1.5 tenths down, and I knew the last couple of corners I could do a better job, so there was an opportunity today, and it's annoying, but that's life.
Very, very frustrating today. I had my first chance to put it on pole and to around Monaco, which is an incredible track, and to don't even have the chance to do it because of that red flag is very frustrating.
I did everything I could, so I was really happy with my lap. We did a slightly different strategy with the tyres, which we were constantly talking about when we were in the garage, while we were on track and everything, and we didn't know what to do, but I think we made the right decision in the end.
I was pleased because in Monaco you build up through the weekend and you need to perform when it mattered, and that's what we did right in Q3. So I managed to put my lap together, deliver a strong performance, and to qualify P6 is better than anything we would have expected before the weekend. So
ultimately, it just wasn't a very good job from us. I think over the decisions we made going into today, and then the car was really hard to drive today. So I gave it everything I could, and it just wasn't one of those days for us.
Well, I enjoyed the session. So obviously Monaco is always tight, and it was close in Q1, but I wanted to keep 2 sets of tires for the end. Unfortunately in Q3 we didn't get the second run, but I think overall obviously a decent result. So we are in the points now as we start, and hopefully we can stay there tomorrow.
We changed our approach with the warm-up of the tire, which combined with the track cooling down, it probably affected us massively. My first run was just compromised with that, and then into the second one it was pretty difficult really to get the lap. The lap was going all right until the chicane. I lost a bit, and then I got traffic towards the end of the lap. I brushed the wall.
Today we just put all together. The car was really good since FP1. Feeling was there, and when the feeling is there, in Monaco, in such a unique track, is everything, is the key, and we need to be happy with our performance.
We were not as fast as we were the last couple of races, obviously. We still need to analyze why that is, for sure. But I think it's going to be quite useful, going ahead, because we saw some fundamental issues, of the car that we have in some tracks, some more than others. Here we had it a little bit more, and that's going to be quite useful for our future to understand.
It's more confusing than frustrating at the moment. I would say that's the emotion. There were some laps which, sure, even this year I've said, that lap was a bit messy, and I understand maybe why I'm a few tenths off, but I was kind of a second off the whole weekend.
Yeah, not a great session for me. Just didn't feel the balance under me today, so I'll have to look into it. But
I think morning was a bit easier with the tires, and in qualifying struggled a tiny bit to getting the tires where we want, but it's always going to be tricky here.
Before the weekend we were obviously hoping for Q3, but I think as soon as we got on track we recognised the Alfa Romeos, who are a normal rival. They're always very quick in these slow speed corners, similar to Ferrari actually, and they were just a big step ahead of us.
For me, I was quite ready until practice 3. Maybe last bits of this confidence maybe comes from track experience, or the last bits in here is really important. But also I missed FP2 a little bit, so maybe that affected me a little bit.
No, I think it was confidence was good. I was able to push the car and to extract the maximum. It's always a little bit messy, Q1 and traffic and things like that. That was not ideal, but I don't think that it was the cause of being out of Q2. We didn't have the pace.
You need a very, very strong front end. You don't want to really be waiting on the car, and it just seemed that we couldn't get the tires working just right in that sweet spot window that I felt in FP1 when it was 50 degrees track temperature. I guess you don't really have so often, let alone on a street track.
It's not the first weekend where we seem to be quite strong in various times of the sessions, but then for qualifying, our competitors are able to extract the most.
I will always treat you harshly if you make a mistake, and that's what I've learned today. Lots to take away from it. Obviously, I feel very sorry for the team in that case, because I think we've had the pace to definitely fight with Latifi and Alonso.